Hey guys, okay, this isn't a thrilling topic, but hopefully it could be really helpful. So I'm going to talk to you today about homeschool math. And it's because there's a lot of maths out there and there are different ways that people learn math, and the curriculum can really count. So, but also could you share this video or like this video or subscribe to this channel so that more parents could hear this information? Because this is, I think that other people would like to hear too. Okay, that's all. I won't ever say that again today. Okay, so I have used several math curriculums. So if you are not a teacher, which most homeschool parents did not start out as teachers, didn't go to college to be a teacher, but you're a mom or a dad and you're completely qualified to be your children's educator. I don't believe in the myth of the expert. That's what I'm labeling it, the myth of the expert, that in order for a child to know something, an expert has to teach them that. I believe that that is untrue, and hence my journey in homeschool, right? So we started with Abeka math, and what I really, really like for Abeka math for lower elementary, like third grade and below, is it tells you exactly what to say. So if you're not a teacher and you do not know how to express to like a 5-year-old, not that you have to be doing math when you're 5. That's a whole other topic. But if you do not know how to express what you're trying to say, Abeka literally says, say this to the student. And that's beautiful. We stopped using Abeka math I did K4, K5, and first grade. After that, didn't really use Abeka math because I didn't feel like it was the greatest. I can't think of the word that it is, but it's not cyclical. Spiral learning. There it is. It is a spiral learning curriculum, which did not work well for my first child. So it's teaching you about the value of numbers, right? Because the 3 on the page has to equal something in your little kid's mind. So like, this is 3 marshmallows. It's the number 3. It means there are 3. Look, you can touch them. Touch this one. That's 1. Touch this one. That's 2. Touch this one. That's 3, right? So Abeka was teaching you the value of numbers and like what a penny is and how to tell time. This is called spiral learning. We still use spiral learning. It did not work well for my very first child. So I abandoned Abeka homeschool curriculum for lower elementary in second grade. I don't think I did it after first grade. But if you need a curriculum that tells you what to say, Abeka was made for the classroom and they know just what they want you to say. So that is your jam. The second curriculum that I used was called Singapore math. Singapore math was the opposite, and I really liked it because it was, we're about to add until you're dreaming about adding. Like, we're about to do long division until you're dreaming about long division. Like you are perfecting the idea of this math concept. That worked for my first child really well. We stopped at multiplication. We stopped at adding and subtracting like 3-digit numbers, and we stayed right there until she got it. And once she got it, she got it. So a big thumbs up on Singapore math if you have a kid who needs to like learn this one thing at a time and really just pound it into the ground. Beautiful, beautiful. I've also used Life of Fred. Life of Fred is just supplementary, and I don't understand how anyone could use it as a full math curriculum. Don't get it. But if your kid's kind of into math and they're willing to like sit and listen to the story and they catch on to math concepts, Life of Fred was fun. I didn't use it very much. I eventually sold it. Also, I have used Horizon Math. Horizon Math, because I started with Horizon Math on child 3, I think. So I had already taught elementary math, kindergarten, first and second grade math more than once. So I knew those math concepts. I knew them. Because for me, Horizon Math's downfall, like plummet to the ground and explode on the ground, is it is not a good tool for parents. The pages are very colorful. The pages have lots of practice in them where you could say, do all the odd numbers or do every other one, and it makes them feel good about it. But as far as being like, here's exactly how to explain these, I'll be out in a minute. Here's exactly how to explain these things, that kind of deal, not so great. We have used Horizon from K4 all the way to now I have a fifth grader doing that math. And the fifth grade math I like more because the explanation of their new concept is actually on their page in their workbook. So I continue to use Horizon Math for my elementary age kids because it is colorful, it's a lot of practice, but I have to already know what I'm doing. If I don't already know what I'm doing, their like teacher answer book and manual does not explain to you how to explain what they're learning. And if anybody can clue me in on that, leave a comment, okay? So up next, Saxon Math. I could rave about Saxon Math. It is the bomb. I had my first child start Saxon Math in fourth grade or fifth grade, and I loved it. Great explanations, great things for me to read. It's their homeschool. They have Saxon Math and then Saxon homeschool math. We use the homeschool math. It had an answer key for tests. It had loads of explanation of the next concept. The reason why I had to abandon Saxon Math was because for me to teach the concept and for her to do there's usually 30 problems after you teach the new concept and do the new concept. After you do that, then they have 30 problems and you can say do every other one. It's up to you. You're the teacher, right? It was taking a really long time. But don't get me wrong, what we were doing would really be done. So if I had two kids kind of close to grade level and I could put them both in the same Saxon Math and sit them down and teach them every day, we would be good to go. But I'm a mother of 4. I don't have 2 hours to teach math every day. So in a perfect world, Saxon Math, you can do live classes of Saxon Math through Veritas Press. Very cool math, great math, probably the best math curriculum in my opinion. So then we moved to Acellus. If you have never heard of Acellus, it's an online school of recorded classes. It's called Acellus PowerSchool. And they have a teacher for 6th grade math, and I'm not sure what else he teaches, 6th and 7th grade math for sure, and his name is Mark Rogers. And we loved him for math, and we loved Acellus for math. Downfall, it's not a live person. And if my daughter came to me with an algebra or pre-algebra problem, I, as the teacher, I'm ultimately responsible, have to sit down, learn the concept, and then teach her. And twice, I didn't know why it was what it was. I'm not a math genius. I'm average in math. And so Acellus worked for us while it worked for us, and she did great, and she loved it, and she could watch classes whenever she wanted because they were recorded. So Acellus really worked for us for a while. It really did. And if I was a better math, like if I understood math, higher level math better, like higher than pre-algebra, it would suit us better. I did not like that on a certain particular problem, if she couldn't find the answer, there was no one to call. It was like, Mom, I need you to teach me how to do this. And it's like, okay, let me watch the videos, learn how to do the service area. And then even sometimes I was like, we're going to need to talk to Dad. So the ultimate thing is not having someone who can answer the why of the math, which I'm kind of redeeming that own part of my education right now. So the last math that we have started is called Denison math. Okay, if you have a kid who's ready for pre-algebra, I cannot express how great Denison math has been. Denison is, you pay like $170. You get access to their classes that are recorded online for a year, and you get all the books. little over a year actually. And you get all the books. And the teacher teaches to teach kids how to learn math. And he loves math. So in 30 minutes every day, she can sit down. Now this is my 8th grader doing algebra. She can sit down with her stuff, and this man talks her through. It's very easy, the technology of it, talks through every math problem. She does her own work, she checks her own work, and then she watches someone do that actual problem. Like if she gets one wrong, they do that problem on the screen, which that right there is a huge deal. Like this is the actual problem you did, not like a sample of a different problem that teaches the same concept. So Denison math is where we are now. So right now I have 3 kids doing Horizon math. They are in grades 5, 3, and kindergarten. And I have 1 child using Denison. So those are all my math rundowns. I hope this has been helpful for you. Math doesn't have to be a nightmare. Mamas, daddies, if you haven't been great at math, learn some math concepts, redeem that part. Redeem what you can of your own education. And honestly, for a long time, I thought that I was just completely deficient in math. Like I couldn't learn it. And it's been really refreshing and eye-opening to see that, you know what? I went through school, I graduated college, and I can redeem some of the things that I didn't understand. And that's really a great feeling. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you can find your next year's curriculum well. Have a great day.